Hey everybody, I'm back again and I am not muted, so that's good. So I'm going to have another session. Don't think I've recorded a video on this before, but it's nothing new. I first saw Mr. Rafael post it, and I know Cheetos Baccarat also plays this strategy, although he plays it slightly different with a couple of additional rules thrown in. Basically, it's the majority 6, which, excuse me, itchy nose, man. Sorry. Yeah, the majority 6, which is kind of the opposite of the strategy you just saw me play in my last video, if you watched my last video. So the majority 6, you're betting against a column ending in a even 3-3 between banker and player. So a quick talk through then. Say the first result was a banker. So there's only one result out. Banker's in the lead. You're not going to bet just yet. It's too early in the column. Say a player comes out. Okay, so there's no majority there. It's evenly split. Let's say now banker comes out. You've got a majority. Banker is in the lead, 2/1. However, and this is a tip from Mr. Rafael, he will wait until he's had 2 results in a row, because at the minute we're chopping, and the chop will just fucking kill you. So wait for another result. So say we do get a banker comes out now. Okay, cool, so we've got 2 in a row, and we can put our first bet down. So we'll be betting on banker, because banker has the majority. Player comes out. Okay, so we lost that one. But banker still has a 3-2 majority in the column. So we would bet banker. And banker comes out, and banker wins that column. And we win our bet. If a player was to come out, that's it, you've lost the column. It's a 3-3, even split. And you wait for another column and move up the betting progressions as required. So that's what we'll do. We'll have a session doing that, because why not? I haven't played majority 6 in a little while. Let's say Mr. Rafael is where I saw this strategy initially. Cheetos Baccarat also plays it, and if you join his Patreon, which I did briefly, that's what you get in majority 6 with Cheetos Baccarat being Cheetos Baccarat. I'm not going to badmouth the guy. He's just hustling away like the rest of us. But yeah. So let's try and find a new shoe. There we go. Jump into this one then, and we will record some results. So I've got my numbers all plugged in. My goal is £300, which would be 20% of my starting balance. I may revise that depending on how the game goes. 20% is probably, I don't know. I don't know if that's quite an ask or not, especially if at level 1 we're starting with a £1 base bet. I think fucking 50 quid increase with a £1 base bet is a bit much in it. That'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. If you're winning at step 4 in your Grand Marty, 50 quid divided by 4, what's that? Like 13 wins. We'll see how things go. I've not really played any strategy that's particularly tested these spread bets yet, so like I don't want to test them too hard, because things might start getting a bit fucking twitchy. But also, yeah, no. Just be interesting to see how it holds up, won't it? Okay, so we've got a 2 in a row trigger hit. Banker has the majority, so we will bet on banker. £1. And that's a win. Boom! So once you've had a win in a column, you finish playing that column and you wait for another one to start on the bead plate, which gives us plenty of time to update our spreadsheet. 25115. Yeah. I mean, it's always nice to win early, isn't it? But it does then mean you sat around for a little while. So I guess talk amongst yourselves. I was about to record that, but it's not a new column yet, is it? Waiting for one more to come out, and then we can start recording a new column. And like most strategies I play, where I'm recording my own scorecard, we don't record ties. Okay, so we're about to start a new column on the bead plate. Which means we can start recording some results and wait for a betting opportunity. Pardon me. Okay, first result is a player. Okay, next one is a banker. So we're even at the minute, so we've got no betting opportunity. If a banker comes out next, our next bet will be banker. If a player comes out next, we will wait and take another hand. Looking for either a 2 in a row trigger or a 3-2 majority, although if it's a 3-2 chop majority, I won't be playing it. Okay, so we've got banker. So we've got 2/1 majority for banker. Place our money on banker and see what happens. I won't be surprised if the player comes out. Looking at that main road, I think we'll get a... Oh no, banker, nice one. I was expecting it to sort of taper off, but it didn't. So that's another win. Get rid of them. Update our scores, 25210 and 25210. I don't know how long it's advisable to sit in one shoe for. What shall we say, sit in a shoe for 5 columns and then bounce to another shoe? Seems as reasonable as anything else, doesn't it? First result of this column then, got a banker. Another warm one in the UK today. We don't do weather. Okay, so that's a tie. Doesn't get recorded. Like literally any weather in the UK just fucking gives up. If it's hot, if it's cold. I think we're basically just a nation of autumn people. We just need autumn all the time. Well, I am anyway. Can't speak for anybody else, I suppose. Oh, that's 2 in a row. So on banker. There we go. Really pay attention to what you're doing, Hutch. There we go. That's another win. We are at 253.05. 253.05. And what I'm going to do at the end of the day, anything I've got in my balance that's above £196, I'm going to withdraw. And that'll leave me a bankroll to play with then that'll cover these bet spreads. This channel's approaching 200 subscribers as well, by the way, which is absolutely fucking baffling to me that so many people subscribe to watch me either play or lose money at roulette and sit here and chat shit. But hey, I'm glad you're all here, guys. Thank you very much. And if you're watching and you're not subscribed, you know where the button is. Feel free to join us. You don't have to, obviously. You can still find my videos even if you're not subscribed. And it's entirely up to you. No pressure. But I have heard that only the coolest people are subscribed to this channel, so make of that what you will. It's up to you, I suppose, if you want to be cool or not. Okay, so we've got another banker win, which gives us 2 on the bounce and a banker majority. So on banker again. And that's a player win. So now we are all square. We don't have a bet at the minute, and our next bet will be for 3. That's a player result, which means player now takes the majority, 3-2. So we'll bet on player. 1, 2, 3. Gonna need a little bit of help, and we didn't get it. Banker wins, so that column ends all square. So our next bet is going to be for 7. So on the last video I didn't get past the second bet. This video, so far I'm on the third bet of level 1. It was a relatively short video, the last one. I know this one's so far relatively short as well, so... Okay, so we've got a player win, so there's no majority as yet in this column. I'll finish my coffee. It's upsetting. Okay, so banker came out. So we do have a banker majority, but we've got no 2 in a row trigger. So it's a choppy column at the minute, so we'll not bet just yet. Okay, so now we do have a majority. We've got a banker majority, and our bet is for 7. There we go, 7 on banker. And that is a win. We are on 255.70, 255.70, and that was our 5th column. So let's go bounce to another shoe. Ah, there we go. That one's just starting up. Let's get in there. Dear players, the sound is off. Never mind. Yes, he said. Go away. So we've got banker, player. Not muted, am I? Nope. Good. Okay, that's a player, which gives us our 2 in a row and player majority. So on we go. £1 on player. We won the last one, so you go back to the start of the betting progression. Because level 1 is a grand martingale. Level 2 and level 3, it's a +1, -1 betting progression. But level 1, just straight up grand marty. And that is a win. So 256.70, 256.70. Wait for a new column to start and start tracking some results after that. Not yet. It's the next result we want to start tracking. Dealer got confused then. So that's a banker win. What's going on? Is she giving up? Dealer's on strike, isn't she? Okay. Oh no. Is she off now? Okay, here we go then. So, banker. Player. So, chop at the minute with no majority. Banker, the chop continues. And more chop. Need to see 2 in a row. Otherwise, we're not going to have a bet. Okay, so there's 2 in a row. And it's a player majority now, 3-2. So on we go. £1 on player. Have had 3 players in a row before. If you have a look at the main road, which is that is something Cheetos looks out for. Has it happened before? Not something I pay a vast amount of attention to. There we go, though, it won. Boom! So let's update that. 257. And we start a new column. And this column opens with a banker. And then we get a player, so chop again. Hey, you could probably multi-table this strategy as well. Like I was doing on the last video. if you were after a little bit more of a high action kind of thing. A little bit more to keep track of, but not too bad. The only issue I had was screen size. It was quite difficult to see between bankers and players on the bead road if there was a tie in there or not. If you've got a big ass monitor or better eyes than me, it'd be alright. Player, so the chop continues. I wonder if it's going to mirror the last column is doing so far. If we see a banker come out now, then that'll be an end for this column. So looking like player at the minute, and it's a tie. So we don't record ties. So on the casino bead plate, it's not going to mirror. On ours it might still. Or it would if I hadn't deleted the previous results. But I want to see a player come out. Otherwise we'll have no bet in this column. And there is the player, which means we've got 2 in a row and a 3-2 majority for player. So on we go, £1 on player. This may end up being quite a long video if I go for that 300 goal. Lovely, so 258 70 and 258 70. So this will be column 4 we're playing. And we're starting with a player. If you do like high action stuff, I highly recommend you check out Brunson FX. His betting triggers, he's got loads of different betting triggers. More than I can commit to memory at the minute, or more than I've tried to commit to memory anyway. But because he's got so many betting triggers, obviously he bets quite frequently and seems to do pretty well. I know there's some previous drama sort of around Brunson FX and a bit of a YouTube beef between a few different people, but he's back on YouTube now. Doesn't appear to be selling anything, he's just coming online. I think I've already been over this. I'm fucking not a fanboy or anything, he just seems like an alright dude. But yeah, his style of play is entertaining to watch if you're into watching people play Baccarat. Okay, so that's a banker, so our next bet is going to be for 3. And it'll be now 1, 2, 3. Player still has the majority, and we've had our 2 in a row trigger. Gonna need a decent card here, and we didn't get it, so that's another banker, which means it is now evenly split, so we don't have a bet just yet. When we do, whatever comes out next will be the bet we make on the last spot of the column. And it'll be with a new dealer. She didn't have far to walk, did she? Okay, that's a banker result, which means bank has a 3-2 majority, so 7 on banker. And hope and pray a banker comes out. Not at the minute. No, that's a player. Right then, so our next bet is going to be for 15. Last step of level 1. So, start recording some more results. Banker is the first result in our column. Got banker again, that's 2 in a row. So our bet now, bet 1 of level 4 is 15, and it's going to be on banker. Want to see this one come in, otherwise we're down to level 2. Player wins, motherfucker. Okay, so we're on level 2 now. £5, and we'll go in on banker. 23270. Yeah, level 2 at 23270. So we need 5 wins at level 2 to recoup this 26. We've got a 50-50 at the minute. We lost the £5 bet, so we go up £10. And that is a banker win. So £10 on banker. Gonna need some help. We got it. So we're back to £5 And we're starting a fresh column. Current is 23720. Yeah, and that was the 5th on this shoe, so let's jump to a new one. I think we've just missed that, haven't we? Oh, no, got on it in time. 3 players and 2 bankers. Player has the majority. And it's a tie. It's a rebet. Because we've got player, player, banker, banker, player. Lost that one, that's a banker. So we start a new column. Our next bet is for 10. We've had 1 win at level 2. Okay, this column opens with a banker. That's another banker. That's our 2 in a row trigger. So we are on £10 now, aren't we? On banker. I need a little bit of help with this card. And we didn't get it, that's a player. So we still have a banker majority and we've had our 2 in a row trigger. So £15 on banker now. Which if I win this doesn't equal 1 unit returned because it just breaks even. Need to win it first. We fucking didn't though. Player. So we are all square at the minute. And that's a tie, we don't record ties. Current is 207.20. Okay, that's banker. So we've had, oh, hang on, banker. So it's 20 on banker now. And we won that one. $226.20. So our next bet is for 15. It's a +1 -1 progression on levels 2 and 3. Banker win. That's a player win, so no majority yet. That's a player win, and that is a 2-win trigger, so 15 on player. That's a loss. That's a banker. So our next bet is for 20 again. We have no bet at the minute because we're all square. That's a banker win. So it's 20 on banker. Come on, need a little bit of help. That's a tie. Okay, so we rebet ties. Let's see a 10 to go with that 9. Thank you very much. And let's start a new column and update our current to £30.20.
So for the player fee for the bank XD card, for the player XD card, for the bank if you win 6, I'll be my congratulations. Thank you so much for this round. Nice job. New button time is open. Please place your button and trust next game. Few seconds. Never bets. Good luck. Five for the player, Baccarat for the bank, double draw, back queen 6. Oh, Baccarat.
Okay, so we start this new column with a tie, so we won't be recording that. Our next bet is still going to be for 15. Okay, so we've got a banker result. Boom. And then a player. And a banker, so we've got chop at the minute with a banker majority, but no two in a row trigger yet. Well, this may be a banker. It's not, it's a player win. Okay. Still no majority then. If we don't get a player on this hand, we'll have no majority. Or no majority that we'll bet on because we'll not have had a two in a row trigger. Okay, that's a banker then, so nothing but chop in this column. So no bet for us. Excuse me. That was the last result in our last column, so we're waiting for one more result. Yeah, it was a banker, so banker did win that column. But when it's chopping like that, it's no, doesn't feel all that safe, does it? Okay, we've got a banker win there. So that's two bankers in a row. Our bet is for 15. This is the longest streak that banker's been on so far, so let's hope it keeps it up. See a 10 to go with it? Nope, that's a player win. Fuck's sake. So again then, next bet's going to be for 20. 2, 15, 20. Oh shit. On banker. Because we've got a banker majority, we've had two in a row trigger. Oh, gonna need some help. No, that's a fucking player win as well, so we've lost that one. Which means we are down to level 3, which fucking sucks ass. 19520. That's a banker win, which means we have a banker majority, so 20 on banker. We are there now. And we won that one. It's time for a new shoe. Lobby. Delete them. We've got a majority here for banker. So £20 on banker. Because we've got banker, 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 player, banker. In all fairness, I probably shouldn't have got on that. But there we go. Hope banker holds the majority. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Muppet Hutch. Okay, so £40 now. shit the bed, son. But it's a new column, so... Column opens with a tie. Right. Okay, what I think I'm going to do is jump back to level 1, get my balance back up to at least 196, and then I'm going to call it, because this majority 6, granted that last bet was entirely my fault, but ending up in level 3 wasn't my fault. You know, well, I mean, yeah, this is it's making a little bit more nervous than I would like. So, damage recovery time, get back to 196, and call it a day. We've had... I've lost track, actually. We got in there, didn't we, and a player came out, so we've had a banker and a player come out. Is that right? Well, no, we bet, hang on, we got in there and bet banker, is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, we bet banker, that came out, so we've had banker, player, banker, banker, player, banker, no majority as yet. Change that back to 1 before I forget. That's player again, so the chop continues. What we got coming out here? That's a tie. We don't record the ties. Not muted, are we? We are not. Banker, so more chop. That's a player result, so it ended all square, that column. Record a new one. Excuse me a minute while I just stretch my legs out. Oh. There we go. There we go. Right then. Player. Player and banker. This shoe is hella choppy, isn't it? Might be wise to jump out of the shoe and go and try and find another one. Because that chop is ridiculous. Right, that's a player, and that's 2 in a row. Go on then, we'll do it. We are back on level 1, just doing a bit of damage limitation. So we're at small stakes again. Let's get back to 196 and then call it a session. I'm going to do it like that though, I need a little bit of help. And that's not the help we needed. You fucker. Banker. But we've still got a player majority, so 3. If we win this, actually, it'll take us back to 196. So, come on, player. There we go. Right then, so we're back at 196.20. 196. Oops. 196.20. So yeah, I'm gonna call that a session, guys. Majority 6. It's been a long time since I've played it, and this might be the reason why. It wasn't that great, was it? I mean, you can stomach, wasn't that 4, 8, 9, 10, 11 losses with this betting progression I'm using. And we could have that could have easily happened, couldn't it? So yeah, back to the drawing board. But I'll no doubt be back later trying something else. But until then, fellas and ladies, if there is any ladies watching, take care, and I will catch you all later.